Hey everybody, it's Anna. Time for our Friday card in this week's tarot story. So if you've been following the tarot story this week, we had 3 days where it's like we were gaining momentum, we're getting some speed, we're getting clear, making our path straight. Then yesterday we had the Ten of Swords, which is a good card, but it feels a little bit disastrous sometimes. It's where suddenly a mindset is being shifted or released, or an expectation or belief is being released, and it can feel kind of unsettling. So it's really, it can feel strange when you feel like you're going really strong in a direction and suddenly you go somewhere you didn't expect to go, which is probably what happened yesterday. So today we have the second major arcana card in this trajectory, second major life lesson. And it is Death reversed. The Death card actually is very similar to the Ten of Swords card, I think, because the Death card is also about releasing the old to start something new. Although the Swords card, this Ten of Swords card, is really just about the mind, like mindset release. Well, this card is really about releasing an old way of being, an old lifestyle, an old idea, so that something new can happen. So in this card, we have the skeleton knight. He's on his horse. There's this one fellow on the ground who has a crown that's fallen off his head. And that implies that an old authority has been dethroned. It's been decrowned. So, you know, this old way of being, this old structure or strategy is now being set aside. In the background, you see there's a sun coming up over the kingdom. And again, it's about the new beginning starting. So the Death card is, the lesson of the Death card is that nothing ever stays. We're in a transient world. We are constantly shifting. We are constantly growing. The shifting we're experiencing is not demise. It's not getting smaller. It's getting bigger. It's getting stronger. It's getting more complex and more interesting. So we are not moving in a negative direction. We're moving in a positive direction. But we only experience it as positive if we can understand that death is connected to resurrection. They're always linked. And there's no reason to be fearful of death. Yes, you are stepping into the unknown, but you're totally equipped to handle it. So don't stress out about it, you know? Now, the reversal of the card could suggest two things, okay? It could suggest that you've already gone through the death experience, which means you've already, if you went through the Ten of Swords yesterday, you might have discovered you did go through something, you released it, and now, you know, you're in the aftermath of the death card. Which means if you're in the aftermath of the Death card, it's time to start moving again. So like get up, pick up your pieces and start the new thing that's coming alive for you. Even if you're not sure exactly where it's going, start moving because you will discover the path as you walk it. The other possibility of the reversal here is that we are not accepting the experience of death. And that could be because earlier in the week, we had this momentum going. We had a pretty good idea of what we were doing. We were very excited about it and attached to it. And now we're going to have to let that go because what we thought was happening is now changing into something else. So that can stall us out. If we are so attached to our expectations or our ideas that we can't go with the flow and shift, then we end up getting stuck in a perpetual state of resisting death, instead of receiving the blessing and the benefit of resurrection. So consider where you are today in this reversal. Are you already done with the death process and are ready to move on? Or are you bucking away from the death and trying to hold on to what you were working on earlier this week, not realizing, not accepting that something even better is on its way? Either way, the Death card is a major arcana life lesson. It's important to learn how to walk through these transitions with as much confidence and faith as you can muster, because if you can do that, you'll pass through them more quickly and you'll get to resurrection more quickly. I hope you're able to pass through the death experience today and experience resurrection for the weekend. See you next week for our next tarot story. Bye.